Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. If you're watching on Twitch, welcome back. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for coming in. Thanks for joining the World Tour flight stream. I just finished a little bit while ago with our, I think it was about 11.5 hour block time from Milan, Italy to Hong Kong, China, or Hong Kong, special administrative region of China, Hong Kong. Today we're doing our World Tour flight 268. We're in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia at Chinggis Khan International Airport. Zulu Mike Charlie Kilo, the new Chinggis Khan International Airport. As you can see, we're nowhere close to Ulaanbaatar itself. We're actually way out in the suburbs. And we're flying down to Beijing Capital International Airport in Beijing, China. We're in the Boeing 737-800. Got Air China livery. Not sure what this livery is called, but cool. So if you want to get it, it is in the description below on YouTube. Alright, so let's get inside the plane, get things started, I think. All that noise is. Alright, so let's set our payload. Well, we'll actually wait on the payload. We'll set that a little later. Get the passengers on board. But we do want the fuel. That down there. New. Press actions, ground. We got power. And let's request a lavatory and a fuel truck. Fuel today we do need 7,138. So we'll go 7,200. We'll just round it off. 200, not much to fuel. And let's go golden dart. Parking brake is what we need.
Ground 2 cockpit. Go ahead. Hello.
Hi, Captain. How are you?
Hi there. I'm very well, thanks.
Great. We're just preparing the cabin for the passengers. We'll speak to the terminal staff once the door is opened and find out how long they think it'll be until boarding begins.
Okay, no problem. Feel free to open the doors whenever you're ready.
No problem.
Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please. Clear enough. 4 out of 5. Okay, Captain. Radio check is complete. We'll contact you when we're ready to start loading. Roger. Ground 2 cockpit. Go ahead. Hi, Captain. Just a quick update to let you know that we've started loading. We'll contact you again once we're done. Roger.
Alright, so we just did our fire test. Now we can...
Hello.
Hi. Okay,
Throughout the
I've
APU?
spoken to security, and I'm told they'll be ready to send the passengers down to us in a few minutes.
Thanks.
No problem at all.
Right, so the ground services. Back up top.
Ground 2 cockpit. Go ahead. Hi there, just to let you know that we've started building the aircraft. We'll let you know as soon as it's completed. Roger. Ground 2 cockpit. Go ahead. Hi, Captain. Building has been completed. Roger.
Alright, so our reference airport today is Zulu Mike Charlie Kilo. That down. Up top, switch to nav. Put on our route. Bravo Alpha Alpha. Flight number 902. Runway 29 today. Next page. Alright, so Torov. Alpha 575. Hotel Tango. Bravo 4 Gate. The cut. 69. And Gova. Now a lot of these seem pretty familiar because I think we've basically the exact route the other way. Because from Beijing, Ulaanbaatar, that was the route we flew. Going from Japan to Ulaanbaatar. Right, activate that. Departure arrival. We're departing runway 29 via the Torov to Charlie departure. Pop up in there. Really quick alignment. Back in here. Throw fuel.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. The terminal staff are ready to send the passengers down. Can we start boarding?
Yes, you can start boarding if you're ready.
Excellent. We'll get started then, and I'll let the rest of the crew know we're ready. It might take a few minutes for the passengers to start arriving, though.
Alright, so we actually have a full flight. I'm doing my math right. I don't recall last time I've had a flight with the whole plane full like this. 160 passengers. Cargo is going to be 1,500 in front and 329 aft. We'll get GSX going here. Visuals on.
Boarding requested.
This perf page, performance init page, payload, alternate or serves 1.9, cost index of 50.
Do you want to board crew? Passengers boarding starting.
Wind 292.31. And negative 52 for top of climb temperature. Transition altitude. $1,850. Try to start the eight. Not gonna get an APU going here. Alright, Jake's streaming at 8. Where are you flying today? I'm doing alright. Just finished. There's the APU you can hear coming up now. Just finished that long flight from Italy to Hong Kong. Calgary to Vancouver. Ooh. Yes. Alright, pre-flight checklist. Oxygen tested 100%. Navigation, transfer, and display switches. Normal and auto. Window heat on. Pressurization mode auto. Flight instruments. We have our altimeter 1016. Our heading for our takeoff runway 190. Check. Parking brake set. Engine start levers cut off. Checklist complete. Calculator here. So we got the performance calculator right there. We're looking at a 24K D rate. Takeoff page, laps 5. Speeds, those with the wind runway. In 10 at 3 meters per second. Actually 6 knots. We have a dry runway. And look at this. This is 5,500 above ground level. Really high compared to most places we've been. But it might be because of our elevation as well. Kick off. Now we got 142, 142, 148. Trim 4.82. Okay. Altitude, we're going to go with 10,000 to start. We're not going to be able to get clearance because, again, Episode ATC doesn't recognize this airport, so we're just going to take off, we're going to go on our path, and then we'll resume, get the ATC working once we're in the air en route. Cruise is going to be 30, what was that, 35,100? 35,000. It's 35,100 because I believe that's 10,700 meters or something like that. Our landing altitude is 4,500 for takeoff. Well, it's very interesting that it's above ground level 5,500 at cutout. I mean, it makes sense to be 5,500 mean sea level. Even Angie, yo, new here. All right, welcome in. Getting used to the smaller plane here. The Boeing 737-800 was just spent the last, well, I didn't technically fly it for 12 or 10 hours overnight, but we were in the Boeing 747-800 cargo freighter to Cathay Pacific cargo from Milan, Italy to Hong Kong. Check that on YouTube. I'm gonna hopefully throw some chapters in. Probably go back, edit the video, and make an edited version where kind of just speed it up. You can watch it all in like 10 minutes or something, the whole flight. Super speed. But enjoyable flight. Firm landing because I forgot that I was in a bigger plane, and visuals are not, I should be going off of what the callouts are, not by the visuals on that one. And I believe we are all good on the FMC. We're just waiting for the passengers and the cargo to get loaded. But down here we can move the fuel truck and the laboratory truck. I will start doing our flow here. Flight controls, spoilers, and alternate flaps all covered. Yaw damper on. Navigation, VHF nav normal, IRS normal, FFP normal, all normal here. Blaze auto and normal. Engine valve closed, spar valve closed, lights are dimmed. Crossfeed light comes on, valve open. Crossfeed closed. I like to do light test here, make sure all of our lights are actually working. We can see they are. So there. I want to go back up and test this again because obviously this light might be messed up. There we go. Did the light test. We know the light works. Everything works on that crossfeed. I want to make sure about that. Fuel pumps will put on a little bit later as we get closer back. We still have the forward door as we're waiting for those passengers to come on. Alright, we're pretty much set up there. Let's take a look at our flight plan today, or our charts on navgraphs. We're at gate 2 right now, and we're going to push back facing, that we're facing east, our tail to the left. We're going to get on taxiway Foxtrot, down to Echo, and onto the runway 29. We've got 3,600 meters of runway, 11,811. Plenty of runway, but we are at a high airport, 4,500 feet. You see the elevation there. Where this end of the runway is 4482. Take off. We're going to follow the Torov to Charlie departure. At our transition altitude. We disregard this because we're not over 1031 for our pressure. Transition altitude 9850. Out to Charlie Kilo 201. We're going to make a turn. 100, I believe it's 138 degrees. Then out to Charlie Kilo 302. Slight adjustment, 139. 204, 109 degrees over to Torov, and that's where we will in the rest of our regular waypoints. Yep, a small airport. I'm not sure if it's bigger or smaller than the old one. Probably a little bit bigger, or at least has a longer runway than the one that's like right in Ulaanbaatar itself. Alright, we get out to Torov, going to Naku, here November Delta, Intik, Eshmep, and Lima Hotel Tango. At that point, that's when we're crossing into China. Down the airway, Bikut, over to Govba. Then we'll take our standard terminal arrival route, Govba 9 Yankee Alpha. At least that's what we're planning on. And then in onto runway. Have for our plan on runway 1. ILS. Right there. Plug it all in. Get our route.
Hello.
Hi there, Captain. All of the passengers are now on
I
board.
wonder what this is.
We're still waiting on the load
that's
sheet
the
from ground.
I'm gonna say, is
No
this the
problem.
Forbidden City? No,
I'll bring it to
right
you
there
as
is
soon as
Forbidden
they
City.
send it up.
Tiananmen Square.
You
That's
still
the
have
whole
time to do the
downtown
welcome
district.
announcement. That should pass some of the time.
That'll be a nice fly-in. We'll be able to see everything there in Beijing. Beautiful. Alright, we're just waiting on the load sheet. 5 minutes remaining for the cargo to get loaded. They always take longer. But we're ahead of schedule as far as stream goes. Usually we start at 7 o'clock. Started a little early. Since the night flight actually ended, I think, perfect timing for the ending. If I had done the JFK New York to Beijing flight, it would have still be probably flying that one. But I wouldn't have had to get up as early, so that I didn't miss our event. About 4:38 here in local time in the evening. Here in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. Scheduled flight departure is 4:45, so we could be pushing back just a few minutes. Right on schedule for that as well. Get GSX in position for the pushback. That way we don't have to waste any time on that. Technically the gate, we wouldn't have the gate retracting until we actually have that load sheet, but
Hello, Captain. We are ready
been
to
ahead a
push
little
back.
bit. The door is still open because technically we haven't finished boarding yet.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear.
Alright, so let's check out Simbri. Simbri's saying we got about airtime about an hour 41 minutes. Oh, we'll see if I might do some time I set fate. and acceleration. Depends on what our plans are for this morning. If no plans that we need to get going too fast, we should be able to just do this in real time like we just did the long flight. We'll wait on that. I'll finish loading. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, the loading and what everything looks like it's loaded, I'm using a self-loading cargo right there for all this. You can see our loading is in progress, a minute remaining. Waiting the load sheet. We have an on-scheduled departure. 160 passengers checked in and on board seated. You can actually turn the seatbelt on. And we can go right here. We can see all the passengers in their seats. We've got a full plane, supposedly. Okay, so the PMDG plane, it's full. But the plane I have here is not. So I have to. I think I can download the actual layout for the PMDG plane and match. We've got 16 seats in first class. In the PMDG plane, it's only 12. And we actually have open seats, despite the fact that we are fully loaded for this plane in the sim. It actually doesn't matter. You can have some more passengers on here in self-loading cargo, and it won't affect anything. You just won't be able to simulate having that many passengers in the PMDG plane if you have a bigger one, because some companies have bigger layouts, some have smaller. Unfortunately, the PMDG plane, you can't add in different layouts. It's either you have your 2-class layout, first class and economy, or you have the economy. I think you then have 172 passengers. But yeah, only much. Whereas self-loading cargo, you can have all kinds of different layouts depending on the company, which is really cool. We are flight crew today. Unfortunately, I'm noticing this is the one drawback, and I thought he had added this in with the latest update, but added in the localized names. As you can see, these names are not very localized for Mongolia or China. So, unfortunate there. We do have a somewhat unattended or unaccompanied minors. Otherwise, I've never seen any. I've only seen one child who's not an unaccompanied minor on these flights. There too.
Roger.
Okay, so we are awaiting door closure.
Hello.
Beacon light on.
Okay,
Fuel
we've
pumps.
received the load sheet from ground. There's the passenger count, the crew count, and the total souls count. Plus yourselves, of course.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, looks like we're all set to go whenever you're ready.
All right, you can close the doors whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'll let the crew know and we'll get closed up as soon as we can.
4-star checklist. Flight deck door closed and locked. Fuel 7.2 thousand kilos. Pumps on. Passenger signs auto. Windows locked. MCP V2153. Heading 290. Altitude 10,000.
Just a reminder, if you're using software to track your virtual airline flights, you might want to start it now if you haven't already. We're ready to disconnect. Thanks for the help.
Alright, takeoff speeds V1142, VR142, B2148. CDU pre-flight completed, rudder and aileron trim free and 0, taxi and takeoff briefing completed, anti-collision light on. Crew is arming the doors, we're ready for pushback. Let's let GSX know. You can use self-loading cargo for pushback, and it's really cool. They'll talk, and you can tell them starting the engines, all that. But I like to use this pushback because we get a visual. Pushing, so we're to the left.
Release
Tail to the
parking
left.
brakes.
Parking brake released. And chocks
Commencing
removed.
push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft. The safety card is in your seat pocket showing the exit. Like is in brace position, which you must adopt in good ways.
中国国际航空公司是北京2022年冬奥会及冬残奥会的官方合作伙伴。国航员工胖安达将在冬奥吉祥物冰冰冰的带领下，体验冬季运动的魅力。
In an emergency, please put your seatbelt on. Your seatbelt is 女士们、先生们，你们好。
Starting right engine.
中国国际航空公
Starting
司
engine 2.
为了您的安全，请留意收看机上安全须知。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard this Air China flight. For your safety, please pay attention to the safety instruction of this flight.
请将行李放在行李箱内或您前面的座椅下方。出口和通道请勿摆放行李。禁止随意拉动应急出口手柄。
Please stow your luggage in the compartment or under the seat in front of you. Please do not block the exit or cabin aisle with your belongings. Do not pull the emergency exit handle arbitrarily.
飞机起飞和下降前，请调直座椅靠背，收起小桌板、脚踏板，打开遮光板，并系好安全带。
When the plane is taking off and landing, please return your seat back to the upright position. Stow and secure your table and pedal and pull up the window shades. Please fasten your seat belt.
为了预防突发颠簸，建议您全程系好安全带，特别要遵从客舱广播及安全带信号灯的提示。
In case of unexpected turbulence, please keep your seat belt fastened for the duration of the flight. Especially follow the instructions of cabin announcements and the fasten seat belt sign.
在飞行过程中，以下电子设备可以在开启飞行模式且关闭蜂窝移动数据功能下使用。 但在飞机滑行、起飞、降落阶段，还需关闭 WiFi 和蓝牙功能，不要连接耳机线、电源线。笔记本电脑等超过单手握持限制的便携式电子设备，请关闭电源并安全存放于行李架中。
During the flight, electronic devices can be used with airplane mode on and cellular mobile data network off. But in the flight taxiing, taking off, and landing phases, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth need to be switched off. Do not plug in earphone cables or power cables. For portable electronic devices such as laptops that cannot be held with one hand, please switch them off and secure them on the luggage
Left is
racks.
clear. Right is clear.
当您的电子设备不慎掉入到座椅缝隙内，请寻求乘务员的帮助，而不要自行调节座椅。
If your electronic device falls into the seat gap, please seek the help of the flight attendant instead of adjusting the seat by yourself.
一旦发现飞机受到电子干扰或出现紧急情况，请听从机组人员指令，关闭电子设备。
If the flight is experiencing electronic interference or is in an emergency situation, please follow the instructions of the flight crew and switch off electronic equipment.
机上全程禁止使用对讲机、卫星电话等以下带有遥控装置的便携式电子设备。 禁止开启和使用充电宝。
Air China 902 requesting taxi. Runway 29.
Prohibited for use. Power banks are also not allowed to be switched on or used.
机上全程禁止吸烟，包括电子烟。禁止出动卫生间内烟雾探测器及机上各种应急
Taxi
设
via
备。
Foxtrot, Echo, runway 29, Ultra runway 29, Air
It is
China
prohibited to trigger the smoke
902.
detectors in the lavatory and other emergency equipment on the plane.
氧气面罩储藏在您座椅上方，发生紧急情况时会自动脱落。
After start checklist, generators on, probe heat on, anti-ice off, isolation valve auto.
如要帮助他人，需自己先戴好。
The oxygen mask is located above your seat. The mask will be released automatically in case of decompression.
Engine start switches continuous,
Pull the mask
recall
firmly
checked,
downwards and immediately use
auto
it to
brake,
cover your nose and
RTO.
mouth.
Hello.
Fix
Hi,
the elastic
Captain.
band
The cabin
around your
is
head.
secured.
Flight controls
and
checked,
normally.
ground
You
equipment
should
Thanks a
cleared,
lot.
secure your mask
taxi
first
clearance.
before assisting
Secured
others.
just if you give us the
救
word.
生衣储藏在您座椅下面或扶手中间。
A life vest can be
Flaps
found under
5,
each
green
seat or
light.
between the armrest.
水上迫降时取出使用，巾头部穿好，带子从后向前扣好，系紧。
They should be used in the event of an emergency
Stabilized
ditching.
trim set.
Please slip it on over
For
your
takeoff
head,
checklist
buckle
complete.
up and fasten the straps.
Alright, we got the auto throttle arm. Engine start selectors with continuous landing lights. Strobe lights will come on and transponder set to Tara along with the weather radar
Do
once
not
we get
inflate the
to our
vest until
holding
you
point
leave the
and
cabin.
take
If your
off.
vest needs further inflation, you could use the manual inflation tubes.
飞机紧急迫降时，取下所有尖锐物品，做好防冲击姿势， 直到飞机完全停稳。
If the plane is to make a forced landing, please remove all sharp objects, brace for impact until the plane comes to a complete stop.
本架飞机应急出口均匀分布在客舱内。
The emergency exits of this plane are evenly distributed in the cabin.
发生紧急情况时，客舱通道和出口处的应急照明指示灯会自动亮起。
In case of emergency, emergency indication lights along the aisle and exit will light up automatically.
请听从乘务员的指引，从最近的可用出口离开飞机。撤离时禁止携带任何行李。
Please follow the flight attendant's instructions and take the nearest available exit to leave the airplane. Please do not take any luggage with you during evacuation.
要用这种姿势跳进滑梯。
Keep this posture to jump onto the inflatable escape slide.
在您座位前的口袋里备有安全须知卡，请尽早阅读。当您需要帮助时，请联系乘务员。
The safety instruction card is provided in your seat pocket. For your safety, please read it as soon as possible. Please contact flight attendants when you need help.
女士们、先生们，感谢您的关注，祝您旅途愉快。
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attention. We wish you a safe and pleasant journey.
All right, making our way to the runway. We're a little bit behind schedule on departure, but not much. And we should be coming into Beijing for a nice sunset landing. Kind of the opposite of what we had this morning with our morning landing in Hong Kong in the 747-800. Tonight, depending on the time when I get the flight started, possibly we'll be flying from New York JFK to Beijing, or since we just flew into Beijing, maybe fly somewhere, do a different flight. Have a few flights flying out of Frankfurt to various points with Lufthansa, or maybe we'll jump into those are all 748 flights, but we also have I have some long haul 788, Boeing 788 flight Dreamliner ones as well planned. I just need to set them up and figure out which one to fly. All right, we're at our holding point. Ulaanbaatar Tower, Air China 902, ready for departure. Line up and wait, runway 29, Air China 902.
All stations, seats for takeoff, please.
This is why there's so many lights, because for some reason this runway is all doubled up. Otherwise, the airport, a nice addition. I don't think this airport comes default. Or if it does, it's again very generic, and so someone went in and did a little work, but didn't do a great job. Didn't do a perfect job with it. Alright, just waiting for our crew to get seated. I don't know why they weren't already seated. There they are. Alright, we are ready for takeoff. Landing lights are on. Thrust levers 40% and 1, and once they're stabilized, Take off. Hey, Mika.
80 knots. Beijing. Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Going so far so good. Yes, sir. Nice livery. It is. Climbing out here. 20,000. And so you can see why the plane our you can see why our what was it called, the engine out was so high. It was like oh, where I can see that, I think it was 4,500 above ground level, or 5,500 feet above ground level. Usually it's like 1,500, maybe 2,000 feet above ground level, and then you'll pull back to that climb thrust. But it was so high because you can see we got down to we just now bringing up our flaps because we'd actually get away from the ground with that power, because we are at high elevation, 4,500 feet for the airport. Now the flaps are cleared.
Cabin crew, you're free to resume duties.
After takeoff checklist: engine bleeds on, packs, auto, landing gear up and off, flaps up, no lights. Checklist complete.
Air China 902, radar contact, proceed direct tour off, gunners filed, climb and maintain flight level 330.
Proceed direct tour off, climb and maintain flight level 330, Air China 902.
Okay, seatbelt sign is off. Let's just get up and
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign, so you are now free to move around the cabin. However, for your safety, we do recommend that you remain seated with your belt fastened at all times during the flight. Thank you.
Good afternoon once again from the cockpit. I hope you're enjoying the flight so far. We're currently climbing up to our cruising altitude of 31,000 feet, so I thought I'd give you a quick update. We're expecting to arrive on time as planned. Progress is going very well. You'll next hear from me just before we start our descent. I'll be sure to keep you updated if anything changes, but in the meantime, please feel free to relax and take advantage of our onboard facilities. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to serve our drinks menu. Choose from our menu of hot tea and coffee or a number of soft drinks. Please make sure your tray table is in the down position. Take any items to the aisle. Thank you.
Hello.
Sorry to bother you, Captain. I was just wondering if you'd like a drink.
No, thank you.
No problem. If you change your mind, just give me a call.
Good afternoon once again from the cockpit. I hope you're enjoying the flight so far. We'll be starting our descent in approximately 30 minutes, so still plenty of time to enjoy the rest of the flight. The arrival weather forecast is looking good, so it should be a nice easy approach into the airport. We're not expecting any delays, so we should be able to land fairly quickly. Once we do begin descending, please listen carefully to the cabin crew and pay special attention to their instructions and also the seatbelt sign, which I will be illuminating before landing. Thanks very much for flying with us, and I'll speak to you again shortly.
Alright, we'll see if we can communicate our descent to the cabin crew, because it always dings us supplement cargo with our grade, and we didn't communicate with the crew very well. Usually I can't. I want to tell them half an hour. Yeah, see, it's not going to let me. It's like, how's it going? Can I have some water? Blah, blah, blah. No, I want to tell you that we're descending in half.
No problem.
I don't know how that works. Also don't know why it's kind of... This is kind of why the... doesn't give me the highest resolution. See how it kind of... Seems like those ones further out in the distance are higher resolution than the ones that are right below us. Blurrier. Weird. As we are flying over beautiful Mongolian desert. Just about to cross into Chinese airspace, into Inner Mongolia. Kind of see how good the imagery is actually. That's city of Aaron Hawk, right inside the border of China. Really cool looking at the Atlanta. Looking at my last flight in the route, I can see planes going along the exact same route. One plane's going along it. He's going from Turkey, from Istanbul to Guangzhou. So he's basically going the same place, almost the same place I was, but just in his routing, because it's going through China, it's going to be basically the same route. Flew up through Kazakhstan versus what we did, but once you hit China, it's basically the same routes. That's pretty cool. Let's see if I can tell the crew that we are going to be descending soon, in the next 25 minutes. Air top descent 905 Zulu.
Hi.
Still don't want to talk.
I'll call you back in a sec. Sorry.
No problem.
Fine, fine. I'll tell you. Don't do your duty free, whatever.
Bye.
Sorry, I forgot what I needed.
No problem.
Alright, we got our clearance there. Well, let's get it again.
Air China 902, descend and maintain flight level 320. Descend and maintain flight level 320, Air China 902. Air China 902, continue descent, flight level 190. Continue descent, flight level 190, Air China 902.
Alright, so we got some traffic right there. See. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, we're like following, getting right behind them here. I wonder if that's
Air China
kind of traffic that is.
902, proceed direct government. Proceed direct, Air China 902. China Express 4220, cleared Tango Mike Romeo 9 Yankee Alpha, arrival.
This is a very good separation.
Romeo 9 Yankee Alpha, arrival, China Express 4220.
I was wondering if that's auto multiplayer, but it looks like a Chinese airline, doesn't it? Oh, we're going faster, so we'll overtake him. Pretty close there, though. Yeah, caution.
Clear of conflict.
Oh, it actually had us during the conflict there.
Good
Didn't even let us
afternoon once
descend.
again from
Even
the
though
cockpit.
descending would have made more sense. So I didn't even look at the TCAS, let the TCAS system do what we're supposed to do there, but there it is. Okay. I'm just looking for...
Once that happens, the seatbelt sign will be
Air China
illuminated and you will be required to stay
continue
seated and secured
descent,
until
flight
after
level
landing.
100.
If you need to visit the toilet, it may be worth making your way
Continue
towards
descent,
one now.
flight level 100,
You'll next hear
Air
from me
China
after landing, so I will wish you a
9276.
very good afternoon once again, and I'll speak to you in a short while.
Alright, so we got our arrival information. Got it. Let's get on here. Departure, arrival, we are driving runway 01, ILS Zulu approach. Transition Alpha Alpha 4 to 1. And our star is Ufa 9 Zulu Alpha. Make sure those legs match up. They do. No discontinuities. Perfect. Got our red approaching. Go. 9 Zulu Alpha. Alright, so we're not going to be flying right past the Forbidden City, unfortunately. We're going to be going the opposite side of the airport, doing a right-hand traffic pattern as opposed to kind of a left-hand one. So we should be able to see the Forbidden City, but it'll be far off on our right side as opposed to on our left side, and a little bit closer where we would have been flying kind of over central Beijing. Instead, we're going to fly on the other side, just like we kind of did when we went up to Mongolia. We flew at the city off on our left. We'll kind of be flying the same area, just a little bit closer to the airport, unfortunately. ILS Zulu, let's get plugged in. Alright, let's look at our charts as we're descending. Alright, so we're coming up to GovBA. We're gonna need to be between flight level 148 and 138. Again, everything's in meters here in China, so that's why they're kind of weird, strange numbers. Probably is a chart here, yep. So 4,500, 4,200, that's why those, they're all even numbers, but obviously. Alpha 423, where we make this turn, we need to be between 9850 and 8860. We'll hit the Guangzhuang VOR right there, 114.7. Papa Echo Kilo. At that point, we need to be at 6890 above. At Alpha 421, our transition below 4,930 feet, max speed of 210 knots. We're doing a category 2. Cat 1 is, I understand Cat 1 is like your worst weather, obviously up and then the lower the number, or the higher the number, the clearer the approach is. So start right here. Got a ton, you can see a ton of radio. It's just amazing the amount of stations for this airport. Our localizer is India November Juliet 108.5. Final approach course is 359. So let's put those in now. 59.
Air China 902. Continue descent. Flight level 100.
Continue descent. Flight level 100. Air China 902.
Okay, ILS 108.5. 108.5. And that VOR is 114.7. Back to the chart. At 3,940 feet, that's where we're going to capture the glide slope, 12.1 miles or nautical miles out from localizer. Cat 2 ILS, radio 112 is our minimum, so we'll put that in. Right. Transition altitude, remember, is 9850, not 18,000, so that's why I'm not switching it to our ground pressure. And airport elevation is 116, so we're going to go 100. Split the difference there. Off schedule descent.
Beijing Center, Air China 1329, Heavy, Echo Lima Kilo 9 Zulu Delta, departure at flight level 200, climbing at flight level 210.
Right.
Air China 1329, Heavy, radar contact, continue climb flight level 330. Continue climb flight
Currently
level
headed
330, Air China 1329, Heavy.
Beijing Center, Shenzhen 9110, Echo 1 Kilo
We headed
Zulu
east.
Delta, departure at flight level 200,
Coming over
climbing flight
Hualai.
level 210.
Air China 902, cleared
Beijing,
call
right over there.
Victor 9 Zulu Alpha, arrival.
Alright, we're cleared for the
Clear
arrival.
Uniform Victor 9 Zulu Alpha, arrival, Air China 902. Shenzhen Air 9110, radar contact, continue climb, flight level 330.
And continuing on the chart, let's get through this. Missed approach, climb straight ahead to 760 feet, then turn right to the VOR right there. See that on the visual, on the map, at 1,970 feet or above. Join the holding or as directed. So we're going to be coming in on the rightmost runway, is runway 1. The other two runways are both 36, left and right. We do have the ILS right there, 359, 108.5, India November Juliet for the localizer, ILS DME. And at Alpha 420, we're going to be at 3,940 feet into our capture point. And then 3 degree glide slope. Another way to see our go around, 760 feet straight ahead, minimum of 1,970, right turn out to Peking, 114.7 VOR. Once we land, so we're landing way over here. Our gate is possibly going to be, I think our gate is going to be Terminal 2. We're going to need a taxi all the way across. We'll try to exit here at either Quebec 6 or Quebec 7, and then we'll likely get
126.1, Air China 1276.
Tango 6 across, and up to Alpha 8, back down. But actually, I might adjust our gate. Don't want to taxi forever. You know, taxiing is fun at a nice big airport. We're going to look at, let's get gate 507. And the gates are not matching up. No idea what. Never mind. Sometimes the problem is that all your different programs, you know, the chart might say one gate and then what the airport in Microsoft Flight Simulator has is actually different. Slowly descending here.
Proceed direct Oscar Mike Delta India Sierra. Proceed direct Oscar Mike Delta India Sierra. Air China 15.
We're descending so slowly. Let's slow our speed down right here. Take advantage of the slow descent. On the radar, we have a lot of weather. Big storms up in the Yellow Sea and coming in Beijing. Further down, Taiwan is getting slammed by a typhoon. We haven't really seen any of this weather coming into Beijing, so live weather is either broken or it's kind of delayed and off one direction or the other.
Air China 902, contact capital approach, 126.1. 126.1, Air China 902.
Alright, so that airport right there was Yangning Air Base. There.
Capital approach, Air China 902.
Capital Beijing, right over there.
9 Zulu Alpha, arrival at flight level 120, descending flight level 100.
Air China 1853, continue climb flight level 210.
Not sure where the Great Wall is exactly, but it's somewhere in here.
Air China 1853.
Air Air China 902, radar contact, procedure rate 10,445, continue descent flight level 100.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Proceed direct
we will
Alpha Alpha
shortly be landing.
445. Continue descent flight level 100. Air China 902.
Your tray table must be stowed on left arm and window for landing. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, or magazines that we do not want to take with us. The toilets are no longer in service. Thank you.
Air China 1853, contact Beijing Center 120.35.
120.35, Air China 1853.
Alright, get the MEDAR for Beijing.
Khaan 7606, heavy, turn left heading 035.
Left heading
We got wind
035,
120 at 1 meter per
06,
second, which is 2 knots. Clear and visibility okay. 23 degree, 23 degrees Celsius, 23 degree dew point, and our QNH is 1010.
Runway 01, report established on localizer.
So the wind has slightly adjusted.
Cleared ILS.
A little bit of a crosswind. We've still got a tail.
100,
A little bit of a tailwind
established on localizer.
on
7606, heavy.
Air China 1276, continue
Arrival.
descent 8,900, QNH 1011. Continue descent 8,900, Air China 1276.
But it's very significant. Work. Forbidden City's over there.
Heavy. Established on
Unfortunately, we
localizer.
don't get a nice view of the sites. Not that they're really great here in Microsoft Flight Simulator unless you buy something like Beijing City Times, which I'm tempted to get for some of my Chinese cities, but at the same time, if I had the disposable income, I would.
120.35, Air China 1905.
But we're gonna save that money for planes, diapers, and food. Alright, we do have another plane.
Air China 902, continue descent 8,900, QNH 1011.
Continue descent 8,900.
Landing lights on.
Air China 902.
Air China 1276, continue descent 6,900, QNH 1011. Continue descent 6,900, Air China 1276. Khaan 6194, heavy, turn left heading 035. Left heading 035, Khaan 6194, heavy. Air China 1615, maintain flight level 170.
Maintain flight level 170, Air China 1615.
Khaan 6194, heavy, fly heading 040, cleared ILS Yankee, approach at 2,100, runway 01, report established on localizer. Fly heading 040, clear ILS Yankee, approach at 2100, runway 01, report established on localizer, Khaan 6194, heavy. Air China 902, continue descent 6900, QNH 1011.
Can't see it, but the Great Wall is one of these. Kind of goes up to the Great Wall, especially the most popular one section, which is just a massive crowd of people.
Climb flight level 210, Air China 1615.
Continue descent to 6,900 feet, Air China 902.
Air China 1615, contact Beijing Center 120.35.
Yeah, but just see, they do a good job. Like the autogen buildings are not terrible. I mean, they're not. In some places, you can see just the red roofs and the blue roofs. Those are so. I mean, yeah, it's exactly what it looks like. I mean, how many buildings have those red and like little warehouses or factory places or construction. Construction, housing, cheap aluminum housing, a lot of places. But a lot of roofs also have blue and red, and so I mean you can see how the just every once in a while they pop a building up. Fortunately, not covering every single section. And again, yeah, this is how it is. It's like you have these little villages and then fields and village, little. They are, a lot of them are towers. Oh, there we got another plane right there.
Left heading 035, Air China 1372.
It'd be nice to know
Air
where.
China 1372, turn left heading 035, cleared ILS Yankee, approach at 2100, runway 01, report established on localizer.
Left heading 035, cleared ILS Yankee, approach at 2100, runway 01, report established on localizer, Air China 1372.
Airport once again. Flying right by another plane.
Final 7606, heavy, contact Beijing Tower 118.05.
118.05, final 7606, heavy.
Beijing have photo damage? I mean, those buildings look like they're kind of 3D. Not just the tall ones, but even the shorter ones. Huh. I guess just enough of them are kind of popping out that it makes it. One's right below us, dude.
Air China 1372, established on localizer.
Air China 1498, clear Delta Uniform Golf 9 Zulu Alpha, arrival.
Clear Delta Uniform Golf 9 Zulu Alpha, arrival, Air China 1498.
Air China 1372, continue approach.
Continue approach, Air China 1372.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. There we go. Oh, don't do it. I'm surprised we didn't have any issues. Or that we haven't had any issues considering we've been running. Computer's been running all night.
Air China 902, continue descent 3900.
Continue descent 3900, Air China 902.
Remember, we do have that max speed of 210. That's why I'm getting down to 230 right now. See that other traffic there. Coming the other direction on the approach. Might be a Phantom. Looks like kind of a Phantom plane. I don't know, livery's not loading it or something. Unfortunately, on that one.
Continue descent 3,900, Air China 1276. Air China 1498, continue descent 7,900.
There's the airport.
1010.
Continue descent 7,000.
And you kind of see one of the towers of downtown. Forbidden Cities are right around there. It's kind of hard to see it. We're basically at the same spot we were when we were flying north towards, obviously at a lower altitude, but flying up to Ulaanbaatar on the airway on this side of the airport. So we didn't get the. If we had come in the other approach, we would have come in right over here, coming in with to see towers and China Times building, or kind of called the China Daily. I can't remember what the CCP media outlet is. Get it now. But would have been able to see what at least it was rendered it out as. Again, remembering that I don't have I haven't been able to find any downloads for it. Free upgrades to the city, and you can even tell some of the satellite imagery leaves a little bit to be desired out here for some reason. As we get closer to the city, the satellite imagery gets weirder and not as good. And so then you, if you're doing, if you're flying within China, or if you're willing to have the Google satellite imagery everywhere in the world, you could do that replacement, if that still works. I tend to not want to use the Google imagery because I think it bakes in all the. Oh, it probably doesn't. It probably actually be fine because I don't. I was gonna say it bakes in all the trees, but the trees are just on the satellite imagery. It's not like it bakes. It's like when you do the photogrammetry. If you use the Google photogrammetry, then you get those 3D trees, the Google trees, and I'd rather have the trees from Bajan Habashi's four-season pack.
Right heading 085, Air China 1498.
Any case.
Capital approach, Air China 9662, Golf Uniform Victor 9 Zulu Alpha, arrival at flight level 150. Air China 9662, radar contact, maintain flight level 150.
We'll be putting 145 for our finals. Actually, that's
maintain flight level 150, Air China 9662. On Gen 8902, maintain flight level 170.
Maintain flight level 170, Xi'an Gen 8902.
That's Beijing Tongxiang Air Base.
Air China 1372, contact Beijing Tower 118.05.
118.05, Air China 1372.
It's probably obscured by fog, but down there is going to be the new Beijing Daxing International Airport. Directly to our left, a little bit further that way, is Beijing Nanyuan Airport.
On Gen 8902, climb flight level 210.
Climb flight level 210, Xi'an Gen 8902.
Descent checklist, landing altitude 100, recall checked, auto brake 2. Landing data, VREF 140, minimums, radio 112. Approach briefing completed, altimeters 1010 set. Descent checklist complete. Landing checklist down to the flaps, engine start switches, continuous, speed brake, armed.
120.35, Xi'an Gen 8902.
Air China 1498, turn left heading 035.
Left heading 035, Air China 1498.
Air China 1498, fly heading 040, cleared ILS Yankee, approach at 2100, runway 01, report established on localizer.
Yeah, I mean, there's some areas where really good auto-generated stuff, and then there's other areas where it's just ugh. I don't know how much. And I wondered if does the auto generation go off of what the satellite imagery? So if I would put in the Google satellite imagery, would the auto gen be better? I don't know. That was another thing that drew me to Microsoft Flight Simulator, is the auto gen kind of being pretty a smarter auto gen.
Right heading 270, Air China 902.
Air China 902, turn right heading 345.
Right heading 345, Air China 902.
Air China 9662, descend and maintain flight level 100. Descend and maintain flight level 100, Air China 9662. Air China 902, turn right heading 355.
Right heading 355, Air China 902.
Air China 1498, established on localizer.
Island 6346, cleared Alpha Victor Bravo 9 Zulu Alpha, arrival. Cleared Alpha Victor Bravo 9 Zulu Alpha, arrival, Island 6346. Air China 4183, heavy, cleared Delta Uniform Gold 9 Zulu Alpha, arrival.
Cleared Delta Uniform Golf 9 Zulu Alpha, arrival, Air China 4183, heavy.
Air China 1574, cleared Alpha Victor Bravo 9 Zulu Alpha, arrival. Cleared Alpha Victor Bravo 9 Zulu Alpha, arrival, Air China 1574. Air China 1883, heavy, continue climb, flight level 210.
Continue climb, flight level 210, Air China 1883, heavy.
Air China 902, turn right heading 005, cleared ALS Zulu, approach at 3,900, runway 01, report established on localizer.
Right heading 005, cleared ALS Zulu, approach at 3,900, runway 01, report established on localizer, Air China 902.
Air China 1498, continue approach.
Yeah, it gets me. That's like these small little outlying suburbs look better than like the inner city of Beijing and the inner city of a lot of like Shanghai, Hangzhou, and here in China. These auto-gen area look really great, and then you get in the inner city and it's just like very generic. Like the buildings don't even have windows or anything. They're just awful. But out here it's like really nice. Kind of weird. Like up here you can see these buildings are kind of... Part of it, I guess, is kind of must be the satellite imagery just isn't that good. Kind of just out here. Really weird.
Continue descent 8,900, Air China 9662. Air China 1276, fly heading 350, cleared ALS Zulu, approach at 3,900, runway 01, report established on localizer. Fly heading 350, cleared ALS Zulu, approach at 3,900, runway 01, report established on localizer, Air China 1276. Air China 1574, descend 8,900, QN8 1010. Descend 8,900, Air China 1574.
Slowing down because we got that other plane in front of us on his approach. Actually,
cabin crew, seat
say
for
we had
landing.
a couple
Air
there.
China
Looked like.
102, continue approach.
Continue approach, Air China 902.
Thank you. Oof.
Air China 9662, continue descent 6,900, QN8 1010. Continue descent 6,900, Air China 9662.
Obviously, it's not as good as it could look. It doesn't look like it does in real life. But you can see some of the buildings. And right over there, that's probably...
Continue descent 7,900,
I can't tell where the Forbidden City is. That looks like possibly the bird's nest. Not sure where in relation. Oh, there's the bird. There. Relation. That might be the Tiananmen Square.
Airline 1498, contact
and
Beijing Tower
Forbidden City right there.
118.05.
You see, like the buildings in downtown, just even the satellite imagery is just non-existent almost for Beijing. And my question is, if I put in the Google one, would the autogen building, would the autogen be different, or is the autogen just, because the auto-generated buildings in Beijing suck compared to the ones here in the, well, even these kind of suck, but if you go further out, some of these areas have really nice autogen buildings. Really weird. Yep, Benjamin, going to landing.
Airline 902, continue approach.
Uh-oh.
Continue approach, Air China 902.
We didn't start capturing the glide slope. Oops. Really got distracted. Got to hit approach. A little dipping here. Calm down, calm down, calm down. And there it goes. Stupid. Stupid plane. I tried to get on the glide slope and now, okay, now we gotta fight our way back because it decided to just launch into doing here.
2500.
Yes, I know the airspeed was low. It was fine though. Put a little bit of thrust in. I don't know how I can. Sometimes I can screw up a landing so much because I just wanted to capture the glide slope here, but it won't do it.
Beijing Tower, Air China 1276 on final.
And we're good on speeds. Got a steep descent here to get
Air
into
China
our
1276, continue approach. Continue approach, Air China 1276.
Alright, I think we're back on it. It's 2 world tour flights in a row where we've had kind of some weird things going on coming on our approach. Like here you got some really good autogen. Nice little buildings there.
902, wind 128 degrees.
Of course, on the other side it kind of sucks. There's no satellite imagery. It's just terrible here.
902.
Beijing Capital Airport looks pretty good. A nice freeware upgrade to it.
500. I know there's something wrong with it, but it looks pretty good from here. 300.
The gates are kind of weird. Problem.
2 and approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
$50, 30, 20, 10.
Air China 902, when vacated contact ground 121.95.
When vacated, contact ground 121.95. Air China 902.
Exiting at Quebec 6.
Air China 1276, wind 128 degrees at 2 knots, clear to land 01. Clear to land 01, Air China 1276.
Cabin crew, doors to manual, please.
Beijing ground, Air China 902, runway vacated with Quebec 6.
Air China 902, taxi to gate 210 via Quebec 6, Kilo 6, Juliet 4, Tango 6, Hotel Alpha 8, Zulu 4, hold short of runway 18 left, 36 right.
Taxi to gate 210 via Quebec 6, Kilo 6, Juliet 4, Tango 6, Hotel Alpha 8, Zulu 4, hold short of runway 18 left, 36 right, Air China 902.
Okay, let's get GSX gate 210 set up. That's gonna be Terminal 2, not this one. All the way to the other side of the airport, but we'll go with that because the gates don't properly match up. Unfortunately, with charts, a lot of them. Juliet to Juliet 4.
Beijing ground, Air China 1276, runway vacated with Quebec 6. Air China 1276, taxi to gate 10 via Quebec 6, Kilo, Tango 3, Juliet, Tango 2, Tango 1. Taxi to gate 10 via Quebec 6, Kilo, Tango 3, Juliet, Tango 2, Tango 1, Air China 1276.
cut off engine 1. I know this airport well. My first ever flight out of China was me racing through this airport because the people I was staying with didn't seem to understand that we should probably get to the airport, more than half an hour before the flight. Got to get through security and all that. So I made it. They were all lining up and starting to board the plane, but luckily it being an international flight with that, 300 passengers, so it wasn't the quickest process. Okay, is this guy gonna just fly across the runway? We got a plane taxiing. We got another one coming in for landing. Looking beautiful the way they're coming in. Love it. FSI ATC has been doing a lot better job. Except for in Hong Kong, we had a plane kind of breakdancing. Beautiful. I don't think it has a landing gear up though. Oh, there it is. That's nice to see. This is actually a pretty decent. I guess I haven't looked at. Maybe I've never looked at Beijing Capital as far as the freeware upgrade I have for it. Like how good it actually looks. Pretty good. Base. Well, speaking of, now to be honest, that might be multiplayer. There is. I do have multiplayer on, so we might be seeing some rando planes coming in for landing.
118.05, Air China 902.
Actually stop. So, clearance.
Beijing Tower.
So those planes, that might have been, that Swiss might have been a multiplayer.
Air China 902, cross runway 18 left, 36 right, when vacated contact ground 121.95.
We're going to Terminal 2, which handles international and domestic. Terminal 3 is, I think, the second biggest terminal in the world back there. Again, like I said, that's the terminal I know. Beautiful terminal. They have beautiful... A lot of the airports in China are newer, and they have really cool terminal designs. In fact, a lot of the major airports in the world are like that because they've upgraded their airports in recent years versus the United States, which is kind of slow to be upgrading their airports.
Air China 902, continue taxi via Alpha 8.
We're on Alpha 8, we're going to be looking for Zulu 4. Leave it to go to Zulu 4 right here.
Beijing ground, I-96346, runway vacated.
We'll be turning on the...
I-96346, taxi to gate 209 via Quebec 6, Yankee 6, Juliet, Tango 6, Hotel, Alpha 8, Zulu 4, hold short of runway 1.
But again, here you can see, I think, I want to say this gate is actually 210s at the south end of this terminal, and we're going to the north end. Oh, shows where how good the charts are compared to, well, the charts are accurate to the real life airport, not to the airport we have here. Hoping we're getting a gate at this terminal. Where are we going? Much want to bet we're going to end up at the domestic terminal. Oh no, there we go. This is actually the gate we're ending up at, is actually somewhere around gate 35, something like that. This is gate 235. So the gate numbers are accurate on the buildings, not in the actual file underlying the taxiing and everything, which is what FSHOT ATCs interact. Oh. That's alright. 235 works also. It's not the most visually appealing buildings, but I think it gets the job done. Okay, parking brake set. APU is running. Cut off switch for engine 2. If I can get to one.
Ground 2 cockpit. Go ahead. Hi Captain, microphone check please. Loud and clear. Roger. Okay Captain, ground power is available. Stand by. We'll start getting you uploaded in a couple of minutes. Roger.
The boarding requested.
Alright, so we're not at the big terminal, but next flight will go from the big terminal over to Korea.
Passengers, the boarding starting.
Yeah, this is actually a really nice free upgrade to this airport, but it's not, you know, not one of the incredibly insanely good free ones, but pretty good for what it is. All right, let's check out our flight. See how bad we did on that landing. There's the route. Gray line. Landing rate negative 284.36. Flight time a little bit more than that. Actually, I'll find out what we have. Landing speed 130 knots. Distance of 747 nautical miles. Let me get you that actual flight time within the sim.
Contact Beijing Tower 118.05. 118.05. INAV 6346. Air China 1574, taxi to gate 103, via Quebec 6, Yankee 6, Juliet, Tango 5, Juliet 1, Yankee 3. Taxi to gate 103, via Quebec 6, Yankee 6, Juliet, Tango 5, Juliet 1, Yankee 3, Air China 1574.
756 Zulu landed just now at 9:45 Zulu. And on the blocks at 55. We got a block time of 2 hours and 12 minutes and a flight time of 1 hour 49. So we shaved off 19 minutes using a little bit of time acceleration, which didn't really help. Okay, let's call arrival.
Ground, INAV 6346, runway vacated with Alpha 8.
In real time, at least.
6346, continue taxi.
Passengers unloading. Let's take a look at the world tour map.
INAV 6346.
And there it is, everywhere we've been so far on the world tour. And today we reveal China. There it is. Alright, next flight we're going to be flying to North Korea right there. Fictional Air China flight into North Korea, into Pyongyang. We'll come out of...
ensure that you supervise your children, and for your own safety do not walk underneath the wing. Thank you.
We'll go out of Terminal 3 tomorrow morning, the big terminal in the center of the airport, the big new terminal. Check that out. We'll be in just the basic Air China livery here for the Boeing 737-800 as well. And it should be a nice flight between two freeware airports. This one looks pretty nice, and then Pyongyang is actually has a really nice terminal. Whoever designed that one worked on it put a lot of pretty decent effort into it, especially for an airport that not a lot of people see. All right. Oh, hold on 1 second. I'll just here. All right. Well, thanks for coming along on the flight. Thanks for if you were here for the long haul flight overnight. Thanks for stopping by. I might be doing one tonight. No guarantee. I don't know exactly what our schedule looks like, but might be flying. I got a number of flights kind of in the can, so the one that's most ready to go is my New York to Beijing. That's about a 15-hour flight, so we'd have to get that started a little bit earlier in the to be able to finish up early enough in the morning to do a world tour flight tomorrow morning. In any case, if you haven't already, please hit that like button. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you're watching on Twitch, give a follow. That's greatly appreciated. And once again, thank you for watching, and until next time, happy flying and take care.